Hi everyone and welcome to Just Love. My name is Paula and I'm here with Judy. Hi Judy.
Hi Paula, hi everyone.
So with the possibility of disclosure happening in the near future, today we're going to talk more about the ETs, especially the greys, as they're the ones that are most misunderstood. An important point with them is that many greys are not simply ETs, that is, extraterrestrials, but rather are also IDs, interdimensionals.
Thanks, Paula. Yes, I know how hard it is for us down here, confined to 3D reality consciousness, or maybe into 4D if we're lucky, to get our heads around the fact of multidimensional reality and how it's really all one, right here, right now, and right throughout the whole universe. It took me years and a lot of teaching from my grey family to grasp it.
Yes, it isn't easy. Even many scientists and researchers can't seem to grasp it. Ufology, for example, is really stuck in demanding physical nuts and bolts proof before they'll accept the reality of ET contact. They can't seem to get their head around the fact that most ETs operate beyond 3D in higher frequencies. Quantum physics is starting to open minds up, but still there's a long way to go.
You're right. It's unbelievable how many so-called researchers in this field are still so limited in their thinking, as is science in general. And even among contactees, some insist that the greys are just physical 3D beings like us. Others claim that they're purely spiritual, and others claim they're robots. The bottom line is all are correct in a way. In fact, to quote Bashar's wise words, it is not this or that, it is this and that.
Yep, this and that. Okay, so Judy, can you talk more about the greys? As you said before, with disclosure hopefully happening soon, and with so much disinformation and fear being put out on the greys, let's dig deeper with them. So with your dual soul consciousness, you can speak as a grey, which is your job down here. So, Alorca, what's the story? Alorca is Judy's grey name, by the way, the one she uses up on the ship when she's working there at night.
And I answer to it. Okay, the genuine greys span the human ladder from around level 3 upwards. I emphasise genuine here because there are fake ones as well, which I'll talk about in a minute. The level 3 ones can be physical beings operating through either biological or non-biological bodies. Remember, our bodies, even our Earth human ones, are simply vehicles or containers for our soul consciousness, which is the real us, to make use of to experienced physicality. Some of the small greys have these artificial type bodies because a more evolved discarnate grey elder is operating consciously through them. My grey elder teacher, Mars, does this with me, but I happen to be using a biological earth body because that fits the type of work I'm carrying out in this life. Even if the body is not biological, it is not a robot because the consciousness is not artificial. It's the consciousness of a grey elder. Even if the body was biological, if the consciousness was artificial, then it would be a robot. One of our teachers, Oris, told us that he could be in 3 places at once. What he meant was he could work through 3 of the little greys. And I actually have a funny story here. He was at my friend Helene's place once, giving her deeper teachings on doing Reiki treatments. He showed her how to hold her hands on the client's body with the fingers of both hands pointing inwards to strengthen the energy flow. Now, this was all very well, but just too uncomfortable to hold for any length of time with a human body. He suddenly got called away and had to leave, so one of the little ones took his place. Helene complained to this little one how hard it was in our earth human bodies to keep our hands in this position. And he answered her, "Oh, don't worry about Oris, he's an old fusspot. Just hold your hands like that till the energy flows, then shift to a more comfortable position." We still laugh about that. But yes, the genuine greys basically come in 3 sizes. The little 1 metre ones, who can either be biological or non-biological. The middle-sized ones, around 1.5 metres tall, who tend to be more biological but of a higher frequency beyond 3D. And the tall elders, including the mantids, who are of a much higher dimensional frequency, but who can appear physical up on the ships. With all of them, their true form is that of a light body or an orb.
That's interesting. And so what about the negative ones? What are they?
Okay, the negative ones. These are the ones that Dr. Stephen Greer refers to as PLFs, programmed life forms. These are ones that have been manufactured right here on Earth using genetic material from the bodies of genuine greys who've died in crashed ships. These ones are used in the MilAbs, the military abductions, and I think too that some of the ant people were captured by the Reptarians, crossbred forcibly with Reptarians and fitted with implants to control them, so they can be used in this way as well. Drugs and holographic imagery are also used in these military abductions, which are done specifically to cause people to hate and fear the genuine greys, who are only here to assist in the planetary shift and the evolution of humanity.
So they aren't greys. They are made to look as though they are because they have the genetics, but they're being controlled. So do you actually know any of these PLFs?
No, I don't, thank goodness. But another close friend down here who was also a genuine grey up on the ship did have a very unpleasant experience with them. She had no conscious knowledge of them at the time and was shocked to be treated so roughly by beings that she thought were greys. It really confused her because up until then all her contact experiences had been positive and loving. Many people who are having genuine experiences also get targeted by these negative ones, which causes maximum confusion.
Wow, that's a lot of information. I'd just like to offer some positive words here. Whatever truths await humanity, never forget the truth that is already yours. You were born with a spark of the divine within you. Nurture it, share it, and you let your life become the light that helps another find their way home.
Yes, Paula, absolutely. Beautiful. That is the only real reality in all the illusions that surround us. Every single one of us has the divine God essence within. By holding that truth firmly in our awareness, no negative being can hurt us. Some advice my grey teacher Mars gave me once was to laugh at anything negative that tries to have a go at you. I actually had to do this once and it worked. Negative entities hate being laughed at. They draw strength from our fear, but laughter cancels them right out.
Okay, that's good.
Also, gather as much positive information as you can, but be aware that there's a lot of negative disinformation out there. In our last episode, we gave some sources of good, accurate information, which I'll include again in this one, so see below.
Okay. Also, if you'd like to read more about all of this, Judy's books can be accessed from Amazon through her website listed below, and they are
Human by Day, Zeta by Night, followed by the Zeta Message, then Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, and my two most recent books, both Kindle editions and also both available in German, An Interview with an Alien, Comments by an Undercover ET, and Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective.
Thanks, Jude. And thanks, everyone, for listening. Please share, like and subscribe, and sending you all much love.
And bye for now.